Are you guys ready to see my surprise? I've been keeping this from you for a long time, just because there hasn't been anything to talk about. It's just been sitting here for so long, but now I'm finally gonna do something about it, and it's gonna change my life forever. I'm so excited. Can you see it? There it is. It's that white thing. Okay, everybody, meet Sprinter, my RV camper that I'm going to turn into an off-grid tiny house. Welcome, everybody. Look at this. Isn't it awesome? I'm so excited to show you around and explain what in the world is going on. Okay, first let me explain things a bit. A few months ago, this random business friend of my dad's contacted him randomly and said, "Hey, do you want a free camper?" This friend's parents had owned it for a while and had used it, but they were getting older and retiring or something, and they didn't want it anymore, and this friend chose my dad for some reason to give it to. And of course, my dad's like, sure, why not? I mean, we don't need one, but it's a free camper. So we brought it home and set it up in our meadow. And during this time, I had been contemplating moving out into my own space. Like most kids, I've lived with my parents my whole life, but as I'm getting older, I'm wanting to be a bit more independent. I still love my family and love this homestead. I'm not gonna move away anytime soon. But during that time, I was thinking of maybe making the small apartment in our garage livable and living in there, or building a tiny house out in this meadow. I'd still be on the farm, able to walk down to the barnyard easily to care for all the animals like regular, and I'd still be able to interact with my family a whole bunch. But then I could also get a whole bunch of benefits from living on my own, and I could more fully practice a whole bunch of extreme farmy things that the rest of my family doesn't want to exactly do, like have a compost toilet and live off-grid with no electricity and catch rainwater, all things that I think would be super cool, but most of my other family is like, well, we like our flush toilets and we like electricity and we don't want to use candles at night and that type of stuff. So when we randomly got a huge free camper and parked it right in the area I was thinking of building a tiny house in, I was like, this is perfect. There are already cabinets and windows and mirrors and everything, so I wouldn't have to build a tiny house or renovate the garage basically from scratch. Everything was already in here. I just had to make modifications to make it 1, livable and 2, livable off-grid. But this still is not technically my camper. I think there might have been some paperwork involved and stuff, but in any case, it technically belongs to my dad, and while I am planning on eventually buying it from him, it's still technically not mine. And also the land I'm living on and will be using isn't mine either. So I kind of have to still play by my parents' rules, which is okay. But they wanted me to wait a while before moving in, so I could be a bit older and we could get this area more livable, putting in some fences and clearing some stuff. And also it was the middle of summer and I was crazy busy caring for the garden and the animals, and I didn't have time to renovate an entire camper. But now that it's wintertime, the garden is done, the animals are on winter feed, and I don't have to pick greens for them anymore, and the goats are free-ranging, and everything is all around easier and faster for me to do. I have the time and some money I've been saving up, and my parents' permission to start the process of remodeling this off-grid tiny home.